Hey everyone, I am so excited to bring you this video. If you follow us on Instagram, you know a while back I asked if you would want this style of a video because it's gonna be very different and it's probably not for everybody. But I have been trying to get my hands on the new 50th anniversary Walt Disney World cookbook for some time now, and I finally got it. So I thought it would be fun to sit down with you guys and go through this thing page by page. So with that, let's dig in. All right, so here it is, the delicious Disney Walt Disney World recipes and stories from the most magical place on earth. I remember seeing some of your comments, for those of you who already had it, you were saying that this is a big cookbook, and I have to agree, it really is. It's nice and thick, so there's gonna be a lot of good stuff in here. I love how it's bound. Usually a lot of the times with the delicious Disney cookbooks, they come with the spiral. I really like it. So let's dig in. Delicious Disney. It is written by Pam Brandon. You'll see her name a lot with the Disney cookbooks. All right, so here we've got the table of contents. Right off the bat, I can see Gone But Not Forgotten, favorites from yesteryear. Here I see Drink Me, so we got some cocktails and mocktails in here. Very cool. And it appears this is gonna be one of those cookbooks where it's got a lot of really nice photography in here. You don't always get that with the Disney cookbooks, but when you do, it's really awesome. Oh, we got some Ratatouille artwork. And diving in, we've got chapter 1, Gone But Not Forgotten, favorites from yesteryear. And it appears our very first recipe in this book is au gratin potatoes from the Empress Lily Boat. I don't know if you can see it, but it shows, I'm guessing all the recipes have this, but it looks like at the bottom of each page, yes, at the bottom of each page, it shows you where exactly this menu item was featured. So here we've got Empress Room, Lake Buena Vista Village, now Disney Springs. Here we've got French fried ice cream from the Golf Resort, now Shades of Green. We got a monorail yellow recipe that is from Top of the World, Disney's Contemporary Resort. Oh wow, this looks good. Pua peanut pork. I think I'm saying that right. Pua peanut pork, and this was from Disney's Polynesian Resort. I am loving the artwork in this book. I mean, here we've got, looks like a little ticket here. Oh yeah, it says ticket to the resort's opening luau, 1971. We've got some vintage artwork, and then of course the photography, as I already mentioned. Man, this is a really beautiful cookbook. Got the Lake Buena Vista Club spinach salad, beef and barley soup from King Stephen's Banquet Hall, Magic Kingdom Park. This was what is now Cinderella's Royal Table. Oh, I love this. We've got some vintage style menus in here. Looks like here it is King Stephen's menu from 1989. That's awesome. Bill of fare, so cool. Captain Jack's clam dip. Oh man, Monte Cristo sandwich. I have to admit, I did not know this was something from Disney World. I always thought this was just exclusive to Disneyland, where they serve it at the Blue Bayou restaurant and Cafe Orleans, but it looks like here it was served at Tony's Town Square restaurant. Oh, formerly Town Square Cafe. That's awesome. The Kungaloosh, I've heard a lot of things about that. I've never had it though. Handwich 3.0. Okay, I've never seen this before. Moving on to chapter 2, never left the menu because they are that good. I can already see we've got some Canadian cheddar cheese soup back there. Looks awesome. Oh, and here it is. I've told you guys this before. You will always see this recipe in a Disney cookbook, the Sonoma goat cheese ravioli from California Grill. Very, very delicious. It is an absolute staple at California Grill, but as we all know, I like the short rib wontons better. Oh, look at this. Concept art for Top of the World restaurant. So this piece is called Sky Room from 1969. Like, that's just gorgeous. That's something I would want to frame and put in my house. Here we've got the Hoop-de-Doo fried chicken. Fried chicken wasn't only a favorite of Walt. Roy's wife Edna made home fried chicken that was legendary in the Disney family. I have to admit, I have never been to the Hoop-de-Doo review. I did the, of course the name is escaping me now, but we've done the luau at Polynesian, which I know is no longer there, so I gotta get over to Hoop-de-Doo. Peanut butter and jelly milkshake from 50s prime time. We've seen this dozens of times. Oh, there it is. The grapefruit cake from Hollywood Brown Derby. Delicious, delicious. I've actually made this several times. It's very, very good. Really good recipe. We got some Tonga toast with some strawberry compote from Kona Cafe. Here it is, like I said before, the Canadian cheddar cheese soup from Le Cellier Steakhouse. Delicious. Oh, this is interesting. It's saying it opened on October 1st, 1982 as a buffeteria before transitioning to the fine dining restaurant we know today. I did not know that. Chapter 3, Eating and Imagination, Theming Food and Restaurants. This should be interesting. Oh, look at that. I love that. Video cafe. Oh, these must be, I wonder if it says, oh yeah, here we go. 50s primetime cafe concept art. And what is this? Video cafe menu proposals and TV dinner plates. I haven't taken the time to read this, but I'm guessing maybe that's what 50s Primetime was originally going to be, the video cafe. That's what I mean. This cookbook, it's not just a cookbook with just some recipes. Like anybody could get this book and, you know, just read it and learn some more Disney history, dining history. We got the gray stuff from Be Our Guest Restaurant. I think we've seen this before in other cookbooks. The lobster bisque from Coral Reef Restaurant. That's pretty cool. Now we did a dining video of that, and I don't think we really liked the lobster bisque all that much. I think we hit this restaurant on an off night, so maybe we could try our hand at this recipe and see how it stacks up. Oh, here we've got a newer recipe, a stroll through nature. This comes from Storybook Dining at Artist Point with Snow White. We've actually done that a couple times. I don't think I've ever had that before. Oh, Steve is gonna like this one. Gobi Manchurian. This is from Tiffin's. We've had this, and I'm pretty sure we ordered this in the video we did. This was so good. And you bite into it and you think it's chicken, but it's actually cauliflower. We got a plant-based quinoa salad for Kusafiri. I don't think I've ever eaten there before. The Batuan Ronto wraps. We've got some Star Wars Galaxy's Edge recipes in here. That is awesome. I'm pretty sure I have this recipe already in the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge cookbook. I mean, I'm guessing it's the same thing. When the recipes go from cookbook to cookbook, they usually don't change the recipes. It's usually the same one. We've got a castle salad from Cinderella's Royal Table. And that brings us to chapter 4, Rumbly in Your Tumblies, for when you're hungry but don't know what you want to eat. So we got some Toledo. Toledo tapas, steak, and seafood from Coronado Springs Resort. Pan con tomate, I'm gonna butcher that. Tomate? Is that how you say it? Oh, nice. And we got from Boathouse in Disney Springs, coriander seared tuna with blistered shishito peppers. Got a lobster roll from Paddlefish. Ooh, this is cool. We got some polite pig recipes. Looks like we got a smoked potato salad with warm bacon vinaigrette. We have actually not done polite pig. We always have every intention of going, and then we always just run out of time. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of photos from the various food festivals at Epcot. That must mean we're getting some festival recipes. Yep, here we go. We've got from the International Food and Wine Festival, Berber beef tenderloin tips with pap. Looks like we've got some Three Bridges Bar and Grill from Disney's Coronado Springs. I don't think we've seen any recipes from there yet. Looks like we've got a curry lentil hummus. Moving over to the Crystal Palace, we've got some breakfast lasagna. I've actually had this before. It looks fairly unappetizing, but it's actually pretty good. S'mores French toast. This comes from Woody's Lunchbox at Hollywood Studios. I've never had that one either, so I have to admit, I'm seeing a lot of recipes that I haven't seen in the previous cookbooks, so this is awesome. And honestly, you guys, look at this. We're only halfway through this. There is so much to this book. I love it. Okay, here we go. This is the one we're looking for. Chapter 5, Tiaras and Crowns, Fine and Fancy Dining. This is the Magic Dads chapter right here. Oh my God, look at this artwork. I'm guessing that's gotta be Chef's Table from Victoria and Albert. Oh, I guess I could just read. Yep, Chef's Table from Victoria and Albert's. And then here we've got the chef's counter at Flying Fish. Flying Fish is a gorgeous restaurant. I can't wait to go back. Oh, and we got a recipe. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it looks like we've got some scallops here. That looks phenomenal. I think we've seen this recipe before. Oh, the boardwalk. From Jico the Cooking Place, we've got pan-seared sustainable golden tilefish. I have to admit, whenever I see images of like the dining room of Jico, that was actually one of our very first dining videos we ever did. And I always get the message from you guys saying that you're going back and looking at our old videos. And my first thought is, oh, cringe. We are so cringe in our earlier videos. And I'm just gonna own up to that. Here's a fun title, Shrimp with Tomato Feta Compote, or Pam's favorite easy Disney recipe to impress party guests. And this comes from Citrico's at Grand Floridian. It looks really good. Oh, we got some Victoria and Albert's. Smoked buffalo with melted fennel and leeks with hearts of palm salad. Oh, that looks fabulous. I do have to say though, I think I've seen this recipe before in a previous Disney cookbook. But that's cool. I like, you know, you always want some Victorian Alberts in your cookbook. This is a great photo. So this is Victorian Alberts. This is the Queen Victoria room, which only has 4 tables in it. And Steve and I, we actually sat right here at this table one year, and it was raining that night, and you could hear the rain. I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but this is a fireplace. And you could hear the rain coming down through that fireplace. It was so cool. It was like with the whole theming of that restaurant, and it was such an elegant night. I felt like I was in kind of like a murder mystery or like a Sherlock Holmes story. It was so much fun. Oh, we got some Topolino's Terrace. So we got some shrimp linguine. Oh, that looks awesome. Actually, no, it doesn't. I don't like shrimp. Oh, there's the light fixture. Man, oh, that is such a gorgeous restaurant. I cannot wait to go back. Oh, wow, we got some Takumite recipes in here. That's cool. We got this. I'm not sure how to say that, but we've got some of that. But it looks like we've got some compressed watermelon here, a pickling brine, pickled daikon. Very, very cool. It looks super fancy. If you have this cookbook and you're gonna try your hand at this, let me know how that turns out. Oh, yum. We've had these before. We got some Wine Bar George here. Crispy mac and cheese bites. Oh my gosh. I may have to make those this weekend. We got some Le Chefs de France. I always say Le Chefs de France. One of you mentioned that it's actually the S is silent in chef, so it should be Le Chef de France. But look, we can see some photography from Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. This is a very, very updated cookbook. Chapter 6, In and Out of This World from the Globe and the Galaxy. So I'm guessing we're gonna get some more Star Wars Galaxy's Edge recipes in here. Oh, Sanaa, cilantro coconut curry. I've never had that from Sanaa. Every time we go to the Sanaa, it's always about the bread service. Docking Bay 7, plant-based Felucian kefta and hummus garden spread. Okay. Oh, wow, we've got some Space 220, the height of dining. Wow, this is very, very updated. Now, if you saw our video, we weren't super crazy about the food at Space 220. It's definitely more about experience than anything else. But the fact that they've got some recipes in here is really, really cool. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I thought we were leading into some recipes, but we go right to San Angel in Restaurante. Some salsa verde there. Got some spinach fettuccine. I don't think I've ever had that before. From Tutto Italia Ristorante. I like that place. I know it's a mixed review kind of a place, but I always have a good experience there. Oh wow, we got some Morimoto Asia. Hoisin chili, oh wow, hoisin chili sticky spare ribs. That sounds awesome. Okay, and here we've got some Haleo, traditional garlic shrimp. We have not done this restaurant yet, but I do want to say there's a lot of shrimp in this cookbook. Okay, here we go. This sounds good. Honey spicy crispy chicken. Ooh, it comes from Nine Dragons Restaurant. Now, we have only done Nine Dragons once, and it was long before we actually started vlogging. We had a terrible experience there, and I have heard similar stories. I'm hoping, I think it's reopened. I don't remember entirely. Hopefully it's gotten better. Oh, this is interesting. Chapter 7, Be Our Guests, Accommodations and Sustainability. That is interesting. I don't know what that means. I feel like a lot of these chapter titles are fairly loaded. I don't know what they mean. Oh, this is cool. It is cool. Gluten-friendly beignets. That's awesome. This comes from Disney's Port Orleans Resort, French Quarter. That is cool. You know, because let's be honest, we've seen the beignets in various cookbooks in the past. And so now that we got some gluten-friendly options, that's really cool. We got some plant-based Perkins Thai noodles. This comes from Jungle Navigation Company Limited, the Skipper Canteen. I have to admit, Skipper Canteen is one of those restaurants that I didn't like at first. It just never hit my flavor profile, but it's definitely grown on me. So I do enjoy going there now. We got some Impossible Meatloaf. This comes from the Liberty Tree Tavern. That's pretty cool. Steve's a big fan of the Impossible Burgers and Impossible Meats and stuff, so that will be interesting. From Tony's Town Square Restaurant, we've got some spaghetti and plant-based meatballs. Now, here's another thing. You may have noticed that we do not have a Tony's Town Square Restaurant video on our channel, and that's because we have never had a good experience there. I hate to say it. We have given that restaurant so many chances, and I swear every time we go there, it just gets worse and worse. The noodles are just very, very gummy. I always want to say we caught it on an off night, but like I said, we've probably been there 4, maybe even 5 times, and we're always like, why do we keep doing this? All right, we got the frozen pineapple treat inspired by Dole Whip, because I don't think they'll ever want to give out that Dole Whip recipe, right? A plant-based breakfast. This comes from Primo Piatto from Disney's Riviera Resort. Oh, and here we go. Chapter 8, Drink Me, Cocktails and Mocktails. That's awesome. Okay, already I love this. Looks like we've got some drink menus from Top of the World. The little description says it's something called the Monorail Club Car. I've never heard of that before. It says it was a long, thin bar facing Bay Lake on the Grand Canyon Concourse at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Interesting. And then here we've got some Lava liquids from Polynesian Village Specialty Drinks. Oh, here's an old favorite. We see this all the time. This is Walt's Scotch Mist. This one comes from Ale and Compass Lounge at the Yacht Club. Here we've got the Poisonless Dart. This is a mocktail. It's a non-alcoholic refresher from Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. It sounds pretty good. We've actually not been to Jock Lindsay's yet. We need to check that out. Oh, we've got Jen's Tattoo from the Nomad Lounge. I ordered this once and I'm pretty sure it was this one. I didn't like it. It was just so sweet. I've heard about this one before. This is Pepper's Ghost, and it comes from Abracadabar. I don't think I've had this one. When we went, we had the Black Manhattan. It was very, very good. Oh, this is awesome. We got something from the Dahlia Lounge. We got the La Lavanda Gin Tonic. We've had this before. This is the seasonal old fashioned, and it comes from Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian. It's funny, one of you guys were just asking us, where is the best place in Disney to get an old fashioned? And this is what we suggested, the Enchanted Rose. Next, we have a new cocktail from Oga's Cantina. New being, I don't think I've ever seen this before in a Disney cookbook. It's the T16 Skyhopper. And it looks like it's got some heavy cream, some kiwi flavored cocktail syrup, vodka, green melon liqueur. Interesting. From Geyser Point Bar and Grill, this is the Huckleberry Punch. I actually had this when we went there. I remember I wasn't blown away by it, but it was good. It was light. It was refreshing. It's kind of cool that I have the recipe here because maybe we can kind of tweak it to our own liking. Oh, looks like we got an opening day Walt Disney World recipe, Orange Bird Flip. So this is orange juice, lime juice, pasteurized raw egg, some honey, and then it appears that takes us to the last chapter, chapter 9, Happily Ever After, Sweet Endings and Desserts. Looks like we got some tiramisu here from Trattoria El Forno. We still haven't been there yet. We want to go, but California Grill, we got some plant-based lavender donuts. We got a pumpkin creme brulee from Amorette's. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, Amorette's Patisserie from Disney Springs. Okay. Oh geez, okay, I had to pause and read this whole thing. Steve is going to love this. Salted Caramel Magic Bar Blondie. This comes from Chef Mickey's, but if you don't know, Steve, there's two things Steve loves, blondies and caramel. A little more from Toledo, we got the Crema Catalana. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, this looks good. From Raglan Road, Irish Pub and Restaurant from Disney Springs, the traditional bread and butter pudding. That looks amazing. That looks so good. A little heavy, but looks delicious nonetheless. And this is another one. So you guys have said, because you're always wanting us to go to Disney Springs, you know, we don't go to Disney Springs all that often for food. But I think we're going to change that. From Topolino's Terrace, we've got the apple tart tatine. I think I've had this before. It was really good. I don't know. I don't remember having something that looked like that. Maybe I did. Here's something I've been wanting to try for a while. This comes from Chef Art Smith's in Disney Springs. This is the hummingbird cake. I hear a lot of really great things about it. I've seen it in a lot of other vlogs. We've never had it because we only went to Chef Art Smith's for brunch, and that was quite a while ago. Okay, we got a Cinderella Castle 25th anniversary cake. I noticed there's no picture. Oh, wait, what? No way. Okay, this threw me through a loop for a minute. I'm like, wait, what? Because I flipped the page. At first, I thought it was going to say that, like, this is maybe something that's coming to the parks or has been out in the parks since the 50th, but they're actually referring to that 25th anniversary monstrosity that was the Cinderella Castle. And the recipe, if you see, it actually includes, so the recipe, first thing you need is 1 Cinderella Castle. So this is obviously a joke. 55,040 tablespoons of candy-coated paint. Yeah. Just to do the candles, you will need 7 castle spires. So yeah, I think they're goofing with us here. But that is hilarious. That's awesome. I love it. And it appears that that brings us to the close of this book. We get some photographs of the new treats that are out for the 50th. Really, really cool. I have to admit, I don't think I've had any of these yet. But yeah, this was a really, really cute book. Before we close out though, I want to mention something that I just found. Not only does this cookbook have a general index, which you would see in any style cookbook, but they actually break it down further with an index of recipes and then an index of recipe sources. And what they mean with that is like where everything comes from. So if you're like in the mood one night, because I don't know, you guys are Disney people, maybe you're just like us. One night we're like, hey, I want to pretend I'm in Frontierland. And so now you can come in here and just look up Frontierland or like Yacht Club Resort and find a specific recipe for that. That's awesome. I love when they do that. And there it is, the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Cookbook. I don't know about you, but I am so excited to dive into this thing, and I am definitely gonna be bringing you guys along with me when I do. I just wanna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and from our magic family to yours, enjoy.